Alrighty, folks. Oops. Turn that off. Here I sit, waiting for the net to start. Let's see. No viewers so far, so looks pretty smooth. Hopefully everything does go smooth. See, hopefully Tehachapi behaves itself. And we sit here and wait for another 30 minutes till the net starts. I would chat up anybody online, but there's nobody online yet. So far I have 7 email check-ins. Should be a fairly easy night. I picked some fairly easy questions. Hopefully all goes well. It's kind of interesting. Looks like there's about a 15-second delay on the live stream, which is fine. You in bed already?
No, we're just finishing up a movie.
Okay. Do you still get the Insomniac emails or no?
Yeah.
If you're interested, or if you care, I'm live streaming the net tonight on YouTube, so if you guys want to watch me and poke at me while I'm doing the net, the link's in the email. So far I've been on for 3 minutes and nobody's noticed, so. But, all right, I'll let you get back to your movie. I just want to let you know just in case.
Okay, talk to you later.
Okay, bye. Let's see. Okay, I guess I have to keep the audio up to... Huh. I wonder if there is audio going through. There should be audio going through. Hopefully there's audio. I wonder if I can open that up in another window in here. I don't want feedback or anything, but... Do I have audio? Yep. Ah, here's myself. Hey, one viewer. It was me. Just waiting. That should start about 10 o'clock. So about 18 minutes to go. I'll set up here. It's 9:42 here at the campout, and I think everybody else is either in bed or cooped up in their RV. Definitely not like years past. But I'm here. I'm ready for the net, and we'll see what happens. We've got several hopefully fairly easy questions lined up. So we'll see how people do. So far, 8 emails come in. So we'll see what happens. Let's see. Don't need that. Don't need that. Nobody out there in Discord land. Don't see anybody out there in chat land. See a viewer somewhere. Hello, viewer. Welcome. If you're familiar with the Insomniac Trivia Net, normally we don't live stream, or we usually live stream from Saturday night, but Saturday night was not somebody here at the campout. So Sunday night I am here, and I figured what the heck, I might as well stream it. So I got my tea ready, my radio ready, my water, my list of repeaters, roster, and questions ready. So as soon as we get going, we're ready to start. I hope nothing goes down. We'll have to see. Another viewer, welcome. The campout edition of the Sunday night Insomniac Trivia Net. Hopefully you enjoy the net. Hopefully you'll check into the net, or at least listen on the radio as well. Well, you'll hear my side anyways across YouTube, but we'll see what happens. I got, let's see, 20 WinSystem members, 42 regular list members, 62 if everybody checks in, and 60 questions queued up and ready. A chance of everybody checking in are usually slim enough. So let's see, Santiago, San Pedro, that one's up, that one's connected. Hopefully we don't have any jammer problems tonight. I really don't want to have to deal with any. But we shall see. All right. I guess if I do future live streams or whatever, I could share in the corner the list of call as I go down it. Too late for tears this time. Too much extra setup. Who's testing the radio? It's Santiago. Won't make me have to turn off California. Especially since I'm not there. Feels kind of weird talking to myself on a live stream. But, oh well. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it. Whoever you are. If you have questions, you can put them in the YouTube chat. I can't say that I can get to all of them, especially once the net starts. I'll be pretty busy doing the net, but I can at least respond back here for another 9:47, 13 minutes approximately. Let's see. That window, questions. I hope I don't get too boring for you. I'm never really live streamed before. If I have, but if hopefully all goes well. Hopefully you don't sit there and say, "Oh, who's this boring guy?" So, and hopefully you enjoy the net. Let's see. Note to self: if I have future, put a little countdown timer in the corner. At this point, I'd answer any questions you guys have, but I don't even know who you are. Maybe that's a good thing. Let's see, Sunday night, 10:26. That's correct. Got that down, got that down. Did I miss something in this window? Nope, just another random something from somewhere else. And somebody sends me a text, but my phone is doing the streaming, so I will not be able to get to the text until after the net. So if you happen to be watching and you're the one that texted me, I will get back to you as soon as the net's over with. Okay. All right, let's see here. Oh, that's interesting. Interesting, some of the statistics YouTube gives you. Average view duration, 1 minute, 44 seconds. i.e., I'm boring. Let's go find something else to watch. Trust me, I don't blame you. If I didn't know myself what was going on, I'd probably switch channels too. Well, I don't know. I guess it all depends. If you like knowing what goes on behind the scenes, then you can follow along. T minus 10 minutes, 9:50 now, 9:51 now. Ooh, I should probably open up my preamble just so that I don't get tongue twisted that I'm trying to open up the net. Where is my preamble? There we are. Microsoft Word, don't kill my stream. Hey, there we go. All right. For those wondering, I am coming to you live from Pahrump, Nevada, the WinSystem Campout. As you can see, I'm surrounded by me, myself, and I tonight. The rest of the campout members are doing whatever they're doing in their RVs. And I am sitting here doing the Sunday night net because Saturday night net control was not here and nothing I can do about that. So here I am on Sunday night, and I know most of the people have to work tomorrow. It is a school night for the adults still working. Those who are retired can kind of enjoy your day tomorrow, but I took the day off specifically so that I could do this here tonight and then drive home tomorrow. So, for whatever that's worth. Let's see. Preamble, monitor, spreadsheet, questions, stream, KN6JLX, just keyed up, making sure that their node is there. Hopefully they will check in tonight. JLX and JLW. Larry and Stephanie in Elk Grove. Been looking at this list way too much. I have too many people memorized. And I still don't know what most of them look like. Oh well. Que sera, sera. Is this thing going to keep telling me notifications for no specific reason? Because that just gets annoying. Look, I have no unread messages. I'm looking at Discord. Everything's caught up. Nothing unread. Why is it telling me I've got something to look at? It's just taunting me. Oh well. We'll check Discord later. 9:54. In 1 minute, my reminder alarm is going to go off. Good evening, this is K1BLU on getting ready for the Insomniac Trivia Net Sunday night. For those who are interested, I am at the WinSystem Campout and live streaming tonight's net. Right now it's probably kind of boring because the net hasn't started, but if you're looking for the link, you can find that in the email that went out or in the Discord chat. So, other than that, I will see you guys in about 5 minutes when we get this net started. K1BLU. Nothing heard. How about our Wednesday night net controller, Bob and Lynn, K6 IPE? There, got the other back. Alrighty, Bob. Well, hopefully it's not too bad for you. Your question for tonight: what is the largest land animal? Is that A, the giraffe, B, the African bush elephant, or C, the rhinoceros? Alrighty, Bob, and you are correct. B, the African bush elephant, is the world's largest land animal by both height and weight. Thank you for being out there, sir. Have yourself a wonderful evening and a great week ahead. Next up, we have our Thursday night net control operator, Ian, AE5ID. Moving on next to our Friday night duo, Russell and Linda, AF6EQ and K6LBL. How about the first part of our Saturday night tag team, Wilt, WB7VPI? Good evening, Wilt. Your question for tonight: how many legs does a spider have? Is that A, 6, B, 8, or C, 10? Gotta love them eight-legged freaks, or at least that's the movie that they put out about it. Yes, sir, spiders are arachnids, and all arachnids have 8 legs. Thanks for being out there, Will. Have yourself a wonderful evening and a great week ahead. And the other half of our Saturday night tag team, who happened to be out there last night, I believe. Maybe that was Will. Somebody that was, yeah. He's out there, I'm sure of it. Scott, N7FGP. Alrighty, sir. Which bird is a common symbol of peace? Is that A, the eagle, B, the raven, or C, dove?
Oh, let's go with Charlie on that. Thanks for doing the net tonight. Hope everybody had fun at the campout.
Yes, sir, you would be correct. The eagle is sometimes known as the peacekeeper, or, well, no, that's just in military terms. The raven brings peace to those who have a lot of misery, but we're not going to get into that. And yes, the dove is the very common symbol of peace. Been a symbol of peace and purity in many cultures and religions for centuries. And yeah, we're having a decent camp out down here as far as I know. Miss you guys. Wish you all were here. All right, and next up on our list is Alex, W7, Follow That Money. Alrighty, nothing heard. That brings me to the bottom of the net controllers and system controllers. Are there any other net controllers or system controllers or whatever out there that wish to check into tonight? Net controllers and system controllers only. Suffix of your call sign, twice phonetically, please. Hearing nothing, we'll go ahead and move on down to the WinSystem members section of the list. This is Ryan, K1BLU, your Sunday night net control operator here on the Insomniac Trivia. And we're moving on to the WinSystem members. These are the members that help us keep the rent and power going for the many repeaters of the WinSystem. And we do appreciate support from listeners like you. The data centers and hilltops don't quite pay for themselves anymore. So we go. First on our list is Judy and Hank, KJ6NIM and W6HTW, somewhere in Pahrump. Well, I just saw them at dinner, so maybe they went to bed early tonight. Next on my list is Steve, KB6WR.
Well, good evening, Ryan, and everyone out there. Steve here in Bakersfield. Go ahead with the question, Ryan.
Alrighty, Steve. Which marine mammal is famous for its blowhole? Is that A, a shark, B, a whale, or C, a seal? And for the question about Mount Oso, I don't think it's turned off, but I know they've had internet issues down there. So it might just be down to internet. Wrong window, that one. Alrighty, Steve, and you are correct. Whales are the only marine mammals that breathe through a blowhole located on the top of their heads. Thank you for being out there, Steve. Great chatting with you, and hopefully look forward to talking to you in the morning again, just like every other morning so far. Have yourself a great evening and a great rest of your week, if not. Next on my list is Larry and Stephanie, KN6JLX and KN6JLW.
Hi Ryan, this is Stephanie, KN6JLW and Larry, KN6JLX. Go ahead.
Good evening, you two. Your question for tonight. What kind of animal is a dolphin? Is that A, a fish, B, an amphibian, or C, a mammal?
All right, we'll take Charlie. Thanks for doing the net and have a great week.
And Charlie is correct. Dolphins are warm-blooded, air-breathing mammals that give birth to live young. Thank you guys for being out there, and look forward to you guys next week. Hope you have a great evening and a great rest of your week. Next on my list is Tony, W6TL.
Good evening, Ryan. Tony with G6 Angling Return Open. Go ahead, please.
Alrighty, Tony, your question for tonight. Which insect produces honey? Is that A, a wasp, B, an ant, or C, a bee?
I'll go with B, which is C.
And you are correct with that. The worker bee gathers nectar and converts it into honey, which is stored in the hive. Thanks for being out there, Tony. We appreciate it. Have yourself a wonderful evening and a great week ahead. Next up is Bruce, KM6, Zebra Unicorn Chihuahua. righty, Bruce, your question for tonight. What is a group of crows called? Is that A, a flock, B, a murder, or C, a colony?
Okay, Ryan, I'm going to go with C, murder. Back to you. You and my big chihuahua. Thanks for doing this.
And you would be correct. A group of crows is famously and correctly called a murder bee. Thanks for being out there, Bruce. Have yourself a wonderful evening and a great week ahead. We had an email check-in from Chris tonight, which brings us next to Benson, K6BEN.
Good evening, Ryan. This is Benson, K6BN, other Sir California. Ready for the question, please.
All righty, Benson, your question for tonight. Which animal can change its color to blend in with its surroundings? Is that A, chameleon, B, snake, or C, a frog?
Well, some snakes are actually really hard to see because I think the answer is A, chameleon. Yeah, anyways, thanks for looking in that and looking good on YouTube. K6BN.
All right, Benson, appreciate that. And you are correct with that A, chameleon. Chameleons are renowned for their ability to change their skin coloration, which serves as camouflage for signaling. Sorry. All right, thank you for being out there. Have yourself a wonderful evening and a great week ahead. Next up is Bruce, K7BWX. And how about Alan, KI6HNL?
Hello, Alan here. Go ahead.
Good evening, Alan. Your question for tonight, moving into a food and drink question section. What is the main ingredient in guacamole? Is that A, tomato, B, avocado, or C, potato?
Taking that B, avocado. K6HNL.
And you are correct with that B. Guacamole is an avocado-based dip originating in Mexico, and also a really good ingredient in a 7-layered dip. Thanks for being out there, Alan. We appreciate it. Have yourself a wonderful evening and a great week ahead. Next up is John, KJ7RFI. Moving on next to Jacob, KI7UGE. All right, Jacob. Which flavor is traditionally associated with the color yellow in candy? Is that A, cherry, B, grape, or C, lemon?
I think I will go with Charlie, Lemon. Charlie, KSMUD, 73 everyone. Back to you.
And you would be correct. The lemon flavor is typically represented by the color yellow in candies and beverages. Thanks for being out there, Jacob. We appreciate it. Have yourself a wonderful evening and a great week ahead. Next up is Dave, if he's not in the air, KG6LYI. Alrighty, nothing heard. This is Ryan, K1BLU, your Sunday Night Net Control Operator here on the Insomniac Trivia. Moving on down to Jack, KJ6YAO.
Good evening, Ryan. This is Jack. Fire away.
Alrighty, Jack. What grain is used to make traditional Italian pasta? Is that A, wheat, B, rice, or C, corn?
I will go with A. I believe it's wheat.
Comment on the Mount Oso repeater.
You, Ryan?
Oh wait, you're talking Oso, not Otai. Never mind. I'm getting mixed up on that myself because I'm trying to do this. He just checked in from Otai. And you would be correct with A. Most dried Italian pasta is made from durum or wheat. So, thank you for being out there, Jack. We appreciate it. Have yourself a wonderful evening and a great week ahead. Next up is Gar, W6AXN. And let's see if Bud is out there. KI6JIP.
Good evening, Ryan. This is Bud, KI6JIP. Go ahead.
Good evening, Bud. Your question for tonight. Which beverage is made from fermented grape juice? Is that A, beer, B, cider, or C, wine?
Charlie. Thank you.
And you would be correct. C, wine is an alcoholic drink typically made from fermented grapes. Thank you for being out there, sir. Have yourself a wonderful evening and a great week ahead. And that brings us to the bottom of the WinSystem members section of the list. If there are any WinSystem members that couldn't get the radio in time or for whatever reason couldn't check in, now's your chance. Suffix of your call sign twice phonetically, please. WinSystem members only at this moment.
Whiskey, uniform. Whiskey, uniform.
Alrighty, I do believe that is Lynn, KI5WWU. I got you checked in by email, but would you like to check in on the radio tonight, sir?
Affirmative. Thanks for running the net, and you're looking good on YouTube. So ready for my question, please.
Alrighty, sir. Your question for tonight. What is the primary ingredient in bread? Is that A, flour, B, eggs, or C, sugar?
I'll go with Alpha on that one. Hope you had fun on the campout. KI5, WWE, back to you.
Ah, yes, sir, you are correct. A flour, usually made from ground grain, is the main component of bread. And I had enough fun for one weekend on the campout, although it would be nice to see a few more WinSystem people out here. I always like looking at faces and putting faces to voices, and it's easy to do on YouTube when you see my face. But kind of hard when all I do is talk to you guys. Well, one of these days, maybe. Thanks for checking in, Lynn. We appreciate it. And thank you to the WinSystem members. Your support is greatly appreciated. Anybody else who wants to support the WinSystem can do so by going to winsystem.org and that contribute. Not only get moved up a little sooner on the roster, but also get that warm, fuzzy feeling for helping out the system. So, we appreciate it very, very much. Moving on down to our regular Sunday night roster. First and foremost on that section is Mike, KN6MIK.
Good evening, Ryan. Always a pleasure. It's a nice antenna you got going here. Can't check to my case. Mike here in San Diego. Hit me, brother.
I can only imagine how much radiation I'm pouring into my brain with that thing. Your question for tonight, sir. What kind of food is mozzarella? Is that A, meat, B, cheese, or C, fruit?
Let's go with Eddie Halpin. Stabbing the dirt. Can't check to my case. Always a pleasure, Ryan.
Well, stab in the dark isn't quite there. A was meat, B is cheese. Mozzarella is a southern Italian fresh cheese, traditionally made from the milk of water buffalo. That one I've never heard of. But anyways, yes, mozzarella is cheese, B. Thank you for being out there, Mike. We appreciate it. I hope you're enjoying the live stream, and look forward to having you out there next Sunday night, whether video, audio, or whichever. Thank you, sir. Have a wonderful evening and a great week ahead. Next up is Robert, VK2DY. Good afternoon, Robert.
Yes, good afternoon. This is Robert, VK2DY. And yes, there is buffalo mozzarella, but most mozzarella is made with cow's milk. But buffalo mozzarella is actually quite good. Anyway, go ahead with my question. VK2DY.
I will take your word for that one. Your question for tonight, sir. Which vegetable is often carved for Halloween? Is that A, cabbage, B, pumpkin, or C, squash?
Yes, let's go with trouble on that. VK2DY.
And yes, sir, you would be correct with B, bravo. The pumpkin is the traditional vegetable used to create jack-o'-lanterns for Halloween. Thanks for being out there, Robert. We do appreciate it. Have yourself a wonderful evening and great week ahead. Next up is Marilyn, if she's out there, KC8TJV. The radio's getting a little warm. A lot of keying up tonight. All right, next on our list is Richard, NW7OR.
Greetings, Ryan, and Insomniacs everywhere. What you got for me?
All righty, Richard. What is the Italian frozen dessert similar to ice cream? Is that A, gelato, B, sorbet, or C, mousse?
I could be wrong, but I think it's gelato. Thank you kindly for all you do, and 732 everyone. This is MW7OR.
And you would be correct with that, Alpha. Gelato is the Italian word for ice cream, though it is typically denser and has less fat. Ooh, ice cream with less fat. I'm down. Thanks for being out there, Richard. We appreciate it. Have yourself a wonderful evening and a great week ahead. Next up is Patrick, KI7LAG. And one more minute to ID.
Good evening, Ryan. This is Patrick, KI7LAG. Go ahead with your question.
Good evening, Patrick. Your question for tonight. Which food comes from a cocoa bean? Is that A, vanilla, B, coffee, or C, chocolate?
I'll go ahead and give you C, Charlie. KI7LAG, back to that.
And you would be correct with that C, chocolate. It is produced from the seeds of the Theobroma cacao tree, known as cocoa beans. Thank you for being out there, Patrick. We appreciate it. Have yourself a wonderful evening and great week ahead. This is Ryan, K1BLU, your Sunday Night Net Control Operator here on the Insomniac Trivia Net. Next on our list is Peter, KE6RAX.
Good evening. Thanks for doing the net. Hopefully everybody's safe and dry. I'll go ahead with my question.
Alrighty, Peter. What is a popular American snack made of popped corn kernels? Is that A, pretzels, B, chips, or C, popcorn? Damn, they almost gave that to you.
I think it would be C, popcorn. KE6RAX.
And I think you would be right. Popcorn is a type of corn that expands from the kernel and is a common snack, especially at movies. And if you don't overload it with butter and salt, that's actually kind of healthy. Very little calories and whatnot. Thanks for being out there, Peter. We appreciate it. Have yourself a wonderful evening and a great week ahead. Try and stay dry. Next on our list is Scott, KJ7DTX. Time for water. Good evening, Scott. Your question for tonight. What is the name of the ocean on the west coast of the United States? Is that A, the Atlantic Ocean, B, the Pacific Ocean, or C, the Indian Ocean?
Thank you for doing the net. I think it's Bravo, Pacific. Have a good day, KJ7DTX.
Yes, sir, you would be correct. In the first batch of our geography questions, the Pacific Ocean borders the western coast of the United States, including California, Oregon, and Washington, and Alaska up there too. Thanks for being out there, Scott. We appreciate it. Have a wonderful evening and great week ahead. Next up is Dave, WA7DGY.
This is WA7DGY, David Phoenix. Go ahead with my question.
Alrighty, Dave. What is the capital city of France? Is that A, Rome, B, Paris, or C, London?
That would be Bravo, Paris.
And you would be correct. Paris is the largest city and capital of France. Thanks for being out there, Dave. We appreciate it. Have yourself a wonderful evening and great week ahead. We got an email check-in from Robert, which brings us next to Kevin, AI7GA.
Good evening, Ryan. Thanks for doing the net tonight. I anticipate my question with great trepidation.
Alrighty, Kevin. Well, your question for this evening. Which continent is home to the Amazon rainforest? Is that A, Africa, B, South America, or C, Asia?
spare you my attempt at a total imitation. You're a wrong continent anyway. We'll go with South America. Back in that AI-7G.
Alrighty, sir. And you are correct. The majority of the Amazon rainforest is located in Brazil, which is in South America. Next on our list is Susan, AI7SE. Scott, we hope to see you here sometime as well. Maybe we can have one in Northern California again. It'll be easier for you to get to. Alrighty, Susan, your question for tonight. The Great Wall is a famous structure in which country? Is that A, Japan, B, China, or C, India?
It is in China. 73 to all, back to that, AI7SE.
And you are correct, Susan. The Great Wall of China is a series of fortifications generally built along the historical northern borders of China. Thank you for being out there. Have yourself a wonderful evening and a great week ahead. Next on our list is Shadasatwa, KN6TTG. Just in case, one more time, Shadasatwa, KN6TTG. All right, moving on down to Chuck and Linda, KN6YMF.
Good evening, Ryan. This is Chuck in 6YMF here in St. George. What do you have for us tonight, my friend?
All righty, Chuck, your question for tonight. What is the world's longest river? Is that A, the Amazon River, B, the Nile River, or C, the Mississippi River?
Oh, man, not a clue. I'm going to go with Nile, and Lynn wants to go with the Amazon. Hey, thanks for giving that, and I appreciate it. Have a great week. Back to you, Ryan.
Well, there's no sense being in denial about it. Yes, the Nile River in Africa is generally accepted as the longest river in the world. I believe the Amazon comes in second and Mississippi third. But the Nile is typically known as the longest. Thank you guys for being out there. Have yourselves a wonderful evening and a great week ahead. Next up is Scott, K6SDN. We received an email check-in from Joe. Next up is Phil, K6, packed my suitcase.
Good evening, this is Phil, K6. Pack my suitcase, go!
Good evening, Phil. Your question for tonight. Which country is shaped like a boot? Is that A, Spain, B, Greece, or C, Italy?
That is cognac. Cognac.
And you are correct, sir, with your cognac. The geographical shape of Italy is famously known as the boot. Thank you for being out there, Phil. We appreciate it. Have yourself a wonderful evening and great week ahead. This is Ryan, K1BLU, your Sunday night net control operator here on the Insomniac Trivia Net. And next on our list is Charles, KF6GEN.
Good evening to everybody on the net. This is Charles, KF6 Golf Echo November. Go ahead with my question.
Alrighty, Charles, your question for tonight. Mount Everest is located on the border of Tibet and which other country? Is that A, India, B, Nepal, or C, Bhutan?
Take a shot at it and say it's Nepal.
Well, your shot hit the target. Mount Everest is located in the Mahangar-Himal subrange of the Himalayas, with its summit straddling the border between Nepal and Tibet. Thank you for being out there, Charles. We appreciate it. Have yourself a wonderful evening and a great week ahead. Next on our list is Glenn, KD5YYZ. Alrighty, Glenn. Which of these is a desert? Is that A, Sahara, B, Caribbean, or C, Siberia? And you are correct with the alpha. The Sahara is the largest hot desert in the world. Surprisingly enough, the Antarctic shelf is also considered a desert, but it is the largest cold desert in the world. Fun fact. Thanks for being out there, Glenn. Have yourself a wonderful evening and great week ahead. Next up is Grant, KJ7WKX.
Good evening, this is Grant, KJ7WKX. I'm ready for a question.
Alrighty, Grant. What is the largest city in the world by population? Is that A, Beijing, B, Tokyo, or C, New York City?
Well, I'm going to go out on a wild guess and go Beijing. Thanks for doing
That's
that.
so close. Well, Beijing does have a high population. However, B, Tokyo, Japan, consistently ranks as the world's largest metropolitan area by population, just because of the number of people that are crammed into Tokyo. Thank you for being out there, Grant. We appreciate it. Have yourself a wonderful evening and a great week ahead. Next up is David, K7AWX.
Good evening, Ryan. I'm ready when you are, sir.
All right, David, your question for tonight. What body of water separates Europe from North America? Is that A, the Mediterranean Sea, B, the Pacific Ocean, or C, the Atlantic Ocean? My eyes are going cross-eyed on the monitor.
The first part of that question, I don't know if it was bad on your side or mine.
Not a problem. What body of water separates Europe from North America? Is that A, the Mediterranean Sea, B, the Pacific Ocean, or C, the Atlantic Ocean?
Let's go with Charlie on that one. Thanks for the internet. Have a wonderful night. 07 Alpha Whiskey X-ray.
And you would be correct. The Atlantic Ocean is the ocean basin that lies between Europe and North America. Thanks for being out there, David. We appreciate it. Have yourself a wonderful evening and a great week ahead. Next on our list is Mike, KB6, Downhill Racer.
Good evening, everyone. This is the 6th Count Racer, and I am ready for tonight's input.
All righty, Mike. We're moving on into the science and nature section of the questions. And your question for tonight, what is the chemical symbol for water? Is that A, CO2, B, H2O, or C, NaCl?
Well, I think that I would have to smack myself upside the head if I didn't get this correct. And this is a wild guess here, but I'm going to say H2O. Thanks for doing the net.
Well, there is no self-mutilation allowed on the Insomniac Trivia Net. No smacking upside the head. Because you are correct. The chemical formula for a molecule of water is H2O, representing 2 hydrogen atoms and 1 oxygen atom. Thank you for being out there, Mike. We appreciate it. Have yourself a wonderful evening and a great week ahead. Next up is Kevin, K6, KJV. Next on our list, we have Todd, KD6, DIQ.
This is Todd, KD6 DIQ. Go ahead with the question, sir.
Alrighty, Todd. What force keeps us on the ground? Is that A, magnetism, B, gravity, or C, friction?
I'll go with B, gravity. Have a great night. This is Todd, KD6 DIQ.
Alrighty, Todd, and you would be correct. B, gravity is the force that attracts a body toward any other physical body having mass, keeping us on Earth. That's why the bigger we are, the harder we fall. Ooh. Thanks for being out there, Todd. Have yourself a wonderful evening and great week ahead. Next on our list is Carl, KM6. I'm okay. And 1 minute till ID. After Carl, probably.
Good evening, Ryan, and everyone, and morning where is appropriate. This is Carl, Camp 6. I'm okay. It's very wet Salem right now. And it's actually nice to finally put a face to the name and voice. So I am ready for a question.
I hope someday to return that face to the voice, perhaps at a campout or other WinSystem event. Your question for tonight, sir. What gas do plants absorb from the air during photosynthesis? Is that A, oxygen, B, carbon dioxide, or C, nitrogen? Hi, Carl.
Well, that would be carbon dioxide, not to be confused with carbon monoxide. But yeah, actually, I think they get those ones too. But anyway, it's carbon. That's what they absorb. And just remember, Ryan, a group of two crows is attempted murder. Thank you very much for doing that, 73, and back to you.
You know, I can think of a bunch of old crows that would actually relate to, but I'm not going to name them by name. Anyways, you are correct with carbon dioxide. Plants take in carbon dioxide and water to create food and release oxygen during the process of photosynthesis. Pretty much the exact opposite of what we do, bringing in oxygen and breathing out carbon dioxide. That's why plants are needed to live, despite people saying, oh, we need to get rid of them because people are allergic. You're allergic to fresh air. Anyways, I'm not going down that rabbit hole. Thank you for being out there, Carl. We appreciate it. Have yourself a wonderful evening and great week ahead. This is Ryan, Kilo 1, Bravo Lima Uniform, your Sunday night net control operator here on the Insomniac Trivia Net. Moving on next to Lyle, W0ULD.
Good evening to everyone on the net. This is Lyle, W0ULD in Henderson, Nevada. Ready for your question?
Henderson, not too far from Pahrump, where the campout is. Good evening, Lyle. Which planet is closest to the sun? Is that A, Venus, B, Earth, or C, Mercury?
Considering I was just at a campout full of astronomers this week and I should know the answer, but clearly I didn't pay that much attention. All right, let's go with Mercury. So bring it back next girl.
Yes, sir. Not to be confused with the liquid or the red liquid that could burn your skin. But yes, Mercury is the innermost and the smallest planet in the solar system. Being that close to the sun, it probably started out the size of Jupiter and burned down to the size of what it is now. But that's just my guess. I'm no astronomer. Thanks for being out there, Lyle. We appreciate it. Have yourself a wonderful evening and a great week ahead. Next up is Tim, KO6EMS. And how about John, KO6FCY?
Good evening, Insomniac. This is KO6FCY, John, coming in from San Pablo, California. Watching on YouTube as well, and gotta say, I did not know you ran this whole thing off in HD. Color me impressed. Ready for my question.
Well, it depends on where I am. Sometimes I use an HT, sometimes I use a node, sometimes I use a computer. Right now I've got a pretty good signal to the repeater where I'm at, so tonight's an HT night. But I always have the HT on standby regardless. Good evening, John. Thank you for watching and being out there. Your question for tonight: what is the process of water vapor turning into liquid water called? Is that A, evaporation, B, condensation, or C, precipitation?
Man, it's so funny that they all have to end with ation when they made the water cycle words, huh? But in any case, the answer is bravo, condensation. Thanks so much for doing that, Ryan. 73, and back to you.
And you would be correct with Bravo. Yep, water processes something of a nation. Condensation is the change of the physical state of matter from gas phase into liquid phase, such as how clouds form. It evaporates out of the water, condensates into clouds, and precipitates right back down into that ocean. Thanks for being out there, John. Have yourself a wonderful evening. Thanks for being out there on YouTube land. And have yourself a wonderful evening and great week ahead. Next up is Santos, KJ7 ETU. And how about Eric, WN7GYF? There goes Chico, IDing again. And Napa, but neither of those, oh, one of them might have been Eric. One more time for Eric, WN7GYF. Because if the idea went off, it wouldn't have heard him on IRLP.
This is WN7GYF. Eric in Portland. I'm ready.
Alrighty, got you in there, Eric. Your question for tonight. What part of the body do you use to smell? Is that A, tongue, B, ear, or C, nose? Hands falling asleep.
I'm going to guess Charlie on that one. Charlie, thank you to the net, man.
And you would be correct with nose. The nose contains the olfactory receptors necessary for the sense of smell. Thank you for being out there, Eric. We appreciate it. Have yourself a wonderful evening and great week ahead. Next on our list is Arenza, KK4, red, yellow, green.
Hey, Nick, it's all about the traffic light. Go ahead.
Alrighty, Arenza. What is the highest point on a wave called? Is that A, the trough, B, the crest, or C, the amplitude? Radio's getting one again.
I like my Alfa Romero, and I think that is a crest. I do a lot of marine biology, long story. But anyway, that's what I'm going to go with, and hopefully I'm right. Back to you. This is red, yellow, green. I'm still at the traffic light. Wait to see if I'm pulling off on my Alfa Romero.
Well, you got the word right. Your Alfa Romero was your trough. Your Bugatti was the crest. The Bugatti won, but you did say crest. So the crest is the point on the wave where the displacement of the medium is at a maximum. The trough is the lowest point, and the amplitude, of course, is the difference between the two. We're all hams. We should kind of know that, right? Anyways, you did get it right. Thanks for being out there, Renza. Have yourself a wonderful evening and a great week ahead. Next up is Jason, KK7ZSH. And next up is Don, KK7, Yankee Bravo. Beep boop. Closer we get to the end of the net, the less people check in. Oh well. And next on our list is Alex, KN6ZKU. 1 minute till key up.
Hello, Ryan and Insomniac. Alex in Tesby, California, waiting for my questions, sir.
You. Good evening, Alex. Your question for tonight. Which element is the basis of all organic life? Is that A, oxygen, B, gold, or C, carbon? Beep.
I'm going to have to go with Charlie on that one, Carbon. Appreciate you doing that, everybody. Have a good night, King 6 CK.
Alrighty, Alex, and you are correct with that, carbon. Carbon is the fundamental building block of all organic molecules, and therefore life as we know it. So it's interesting that we are life, so we're carbon, and we breathe out carbon dioxide when we breathe in oxygen. So we give life-giving oxygen. I'm not a philosopher. I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole. Thanks for being out there, Alex. Have yourself a wonderful evening and a great week ahead. Next up is Elijah, KF5WFB. And I forgot to ID, so I will do it after Elijah. That's why I do it every 10 minutes, even though it's required at 15, I believe. Good evening, Elijah. What is molten rock beneath the Earth's surface called? Is that A, lava, B, magma, or C, sediment? Alrighty, and B, magma, is correct. That's the term used for molten rock that is still located beneath the Earth's surface. Lava is what it is as it comes out, and sediment is what it turns into when it cools. Thanks for being out there, Elisha. We appreciate it. Have yourself a wonderful evening and great week ahead. This is Ryan, Kilo 1, Bravo Lima Uniform, your Sunday night net control operator here on the Insomniac Trivia Net. And next, moving on to Brian, KK7SMN. Sitting too long.
I'm ready for my question, sir.
And good evening, Brian. Last question on our geology, science and nature section. Which vitamin is often associated with sunlight exposure? Is that A, vitamin A, B, vitamin C, or C, vitamin D? Beep boop.
Well, you spoke to me the last couple times. I'm going to go with vitamin D, though. I'm pretty confident it goes with C. Charlie, KK7SMN. Thanks for doing that.
Waiting for idea. And you would be correct tonight. C, vitamin D is synthesized in the skin when exposed to ultraviolet B or UVB rays from sunlight. So if you're a closet nerd like me and don't get out in the sun, you have to take a vitamin D supplement or you really don't feel good. Thanks for being out there, Brian. Have yourself a wonderful evening and a great week ahead. Next up is Riley, N6ATP. Good evening, Riley. Moving into our history and culture section. Who painted the Mona Lisa? Was that A, Vincent van Gogh, B, Pablo Picasso, or C, Leonardo da Vinci? And we'll never get over an old Red Skelton skit where he talks about Leonardo da Vinci. Always pops to mind. And you would be correct with C. Leonardo da Vinci is the Italian polymath widely credited with painting the Mona Lisa. Thank you for being out there, Riley. We appreciate it. Have yourself a wonderful evening and great week ahead. Next up is Greg, KO6GJL. And the newest addition to our Sunday night list with his 2 check-ins last week. And last but most recently not least on our list, Alvin KG5EGD. Beep boop.
Yes, this is KG5EGD. Go ahead with my question.
Good evening, Alvin. Your question for tonight. What structure was built to protect the Roman Empire's border in Britain? Was that A, Hadrian's Wall, B, Antoine Wall, or C, Great Wall of China? Go with A, go with A, go with A. I don't know that one, but go with A.
Okay, I think I'm going to take C. I think that's what it is.
Roman Empire, Britain, Great Wall of China. Okay. Well, unfortunately on that one, the structure that was built to protect the Roman Empire's border in Britain was A, Hadrian's Wall. It was a defensive fortification in the Roman province of Britannia. Great Wall of China was over in China, not quite Britain. Thank you for being out there, Alvin, though. We do appreciate it. Have yourself a wonderful evening and a great week ahead. Alrighty, that brings us to the bottom of the list. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 new check-ins from last week. Let me skim through them real quick, see if they happen to be out here and want to do their second week in a row. And then we'll skip on to our late in this section. Real quick, Thomas, KO6FNL. Video's getting warm. Next up is Evan, KI7ZEW. Beep boop. And how about Richard, WB9CSP? Tony, W7EFS. Dustin, KC0AZW. Going through these fast because chances are they're not out there 2 weeks in a row, but I'll give them their shot. How about Ross, K6FRJ? And Oliver, KK7YMB. Beep boop. Hey, we got one. Good evening, Oliver. Thank you for being out there. This will be your 2 weeks in a row, and we'll get you added up. Your question for tonight. In what year did the Titanic sink? Was that A, 1905, B, 1912, or C, 1920? Beep boop. And yes, sir, B, the RMS Titanic sank on its maiden voyage April 15th, 1912, after hitting that iceberg. Thanks for being out there, Oliver. Again, we appreciate it. And we will get you moved up to the list for next week. Have yourself a wonderful evening and great week ahead. Alrighty, folks, this is K1BLU, your Sunday night net control operator on this Insomniac Trivia Net, WinSystem Campout Edition, aka Livestream Edition. Let's go ahead back up to the top of our list for late and miss, starting with our net control operators and system controllers. If you are a net control operator and or system controller and wish to check in, now is your chance. Suffix of your call sign, twice phonetically, please. That also includes former net control operators. Alex, if he happens to be out there. It was worth a shot. Alrighty, nothing heard. Let's move on down to the WinSystem members. If you are a current paid up member of the WinSystem and missed your chance to check in earlier, now is your chance. Suffix of your call sign, twice phonetically, please. Alrighty, hearing nothing on the WinSystem member section, let's open up to the regular Sunday night roster. If I regularly call you on Sunday night and for whatever reason, Chair Monster, Radio Monster, Storm Monster, you could not get to the radio in time for your check-in, now is your chance. Suffix of your call sign, twice phonetically, please. Regular Sunday roster. Beep boop.
Tango.
Tango. Golf.
Golf.
Suggested.
Tango. Golf.
And there's only one duck order. Only one. Oh well, one's better than none. Good evening, Shadasatwa, KN6, TTG. Thank you for being out there. Your question for tonight, sir. Which ancient civilization built the pyramids? Is that A, Greek, B, Egyptian, or C, Roman?
Oh, I thought it was aliens. Definitely Egyptian. Now, by this time I've forgotten. Was that Bravo? I believe so. Have fun, everyone. Shukasatva here, and particularly those at the campout. I wish I was there. KN6, TTG, 73.
Well, we hope someday to see you at one of the campouts. Everybody on the system is missed out here. You are correct, though. The aliens, the Egyptians did it, one and the same. Ancient Egyptians constructed the pyramids and tombs for their pharaohs. Some of the stuff they come up with for traps and all in there, you almost wonder if it was of this world. Thanks for being out there, Shadaswa. Have yourself a wonderful evening and a great week ahead. Alrighty, let me go ahead and open up tonight's net to anybody, anywhere wishing to check in. Suffix of your call sign, twice phonetically. My call sign is K1BLU, so I would say Bravo Lima Uniform, Bravo Lima Uniform. Anybody, anywhere wishing to check in tonight's net, now is your chance. Suffix of your call sign, twice phonetically, please. Do 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 do. Two at the same time. Okay, one I think was AE6BS. That was a node. The other one came in from Napa. MER? Could it be? Chris? Let's see. Alrighty, I got two of you at the same time. So I'm going to try and decipher those two that came across. I want to say one of them is AE6BS. At least that's the repeater you're coming across. Can I get your name, full call sign, and location, please? Okay, to clarify that, the station near Santa Clara, California. Bravo something, I think. Call sign, name, and location, please. Okay, trying to decipher. Let's check the other one. Was that Mike Echo Romeo from Napa area? Is that you, Chris? I'm totally lost here. Alrighty. I heard two call signs. They both came through together, and I've been trying to decipher the two. Let's try one more time. Anybody wishing to check in, suffix of your call sign twice phonetically. I'll give room for a couple times here, but anybody wishing to check in, suffix twice phonetically.
Papa Delta Juliet. Papa Delta Juliet.
Okay, that was nice and clear. That one I wonder.
Mike Sierra Tango Echo Mike Sierra Tango Romeo.
I don't know what's going on with Loma Prieta. I think it's somebody else. Alrighty, I believe I got three that go around, so let's try for those three and we can do it again. First one sounded like Papa Delta Juliet. Can I get your full call sign, name, and location, please? Papa Delta Juliet.
Kilo Golf 7 Papa Delta Juliet. This is Bob, and I am currently in Phoenix, Arizona.
And that came in on 46586, 46586. Alrighty, Bob, I've got you down now. Kilo Golf 7, Papa Delta Juliet in Phoenix. Good evening and welcome to the Insomniac Trivia Net, Sunday Night Edition and WinSystem Campout Edition. Sunday night is different than most nights. We have live trivia questions, one question per person, live read on the radio. So your question for tonight, sir, who was the first man to walk on the moon? Was that A, Buzz Aldrin, B, Neil Armstrong, or C, John Glenn?
I believe that would be Armstrong.
And you would be correct, sir. Neil Armstrong famously took that one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind back in 1969. Again, you're on the WinSystem Insomniac Trivia Net. And the net runs 365 days a year, rain or shine, on many of the WinSystem repeaters around the world, as a matter of fact. Check in on Sunday night, 2 nights in a row, and we'll get you added to the Sunday night roster. check in any other night of the week, 2 consecutive weeks in a row, and they will usually get you on their roster as well. Each night of the week has their own separate roster. So, yeah, if you are interested in joining us every Sunday or another night of the week, you are more than welcome to. We enjoy the company out here. Thank you for being out there, Bob. We appreciate it. Let's see. Next, I believe I heard Echo Mike Sierra, which is on my list, but wasn't able to check in earlier. Is that Tim in Kensington, KO6 EMS?
Tim in Kensington, Kilo, Oscar, Echo, Mike, Sierra. Ready for my question.
All righty, Tim. Your question for tonight: what is the name of the Big Bell in London? Is that A, Little Ben, B, Clock Tower, or C, Big Ben?
What's Big Ben? Big Ben.
And you would be correct with Big Ben. Big Ben is the nickname for the Great Bell of the Clock at the north end of the Palace of Westminster in London. Thank you for being out there, Tim. We appreciate it. Have yourself a wonderful evening and a great week ahead. This is Ryan, K1BLU, your Sunday Night Net Control Operator here on the Insomniac Trivia Net. And next, I believe I heard Tango Tango Romeo, which is that Don, N6TTR.
Not doing anything, Ryan, on the net. This is Don, otherwise known as Doc. First Camp, California, November 6th, Tango Tango.
All righty, Don. Good evening. Your question for tonight: what country is the home of the martial art of karate? Is that A, China, B, Japan, or C, Korea?
I believe that would be B, Japan.
And you would be correct, sir. Karate is a martial art that developed in the Ryukyu Kingdom, now known as Okinawa, Japan. Also, an interesting story about that Karate Kid. It's amazing how many things are true in that story. Thanks for being out there, Don. We appreciate it. Have yourself a wonderful evening and great week ahead. All righty, folks, let's do another go around. Anybody, anywhere wishing to check in tonight's net? Suffix of your call sign twice phonetically. How many left? Loma Prieta, he's just not making it in. I see the key up, I hear the static, but alrighty, I heard one station out by San Jose, Loma Prieta Peak keying up, but all I got was static. I could not catch your call sign. Can you try one more time, maybe move to a slightly different location, see if I can get you in there? I heard KT0, I think, but I did not catch the rest of it. Can you tell me your call sign twice phonetically? Like my call sign is K1BLU, so I would say Kilo 1 Bravo Lima Uniform. Can you try getting across phonetically, please? Alrighty, I think you are just slightly out of reach of the repeater. If you can send me an email, I will give you credit for the radio check-in, but I am not catching you on Loma Prieta. Either you need a slightly different location or a little more power getting into that repeater. Let's go ahead and do final call. Anybody, anywhere wishing to check in tonight's net? Final call, suffix of your call sign, twice phonetically, please. If you guys on YouTube land want to see my setup for tonight, stick around after the net and I'll kind of show you what I'm working with here. Alrighty, nothing heard. Let's go ahead and close up tonight's net. Let's see, I checked emails before the net began, but I still need to get the rest of the emails after the start of the net. I have 56 total check-ins. 52 were correct answers. 4 learned something new. And so far, no check-ins without answers. This is Ryan, Kilo 1, Bravo Lima uniform, at the WinSystem Campout, final day. Packing up and going home tomorrow morning, but appreciate each and every one of you checking in out there. Hope to put a face to the names at some point. It's always cool seeing the face of the voice behind it. You guys are catching that on YouTube this time. I've been on it in the past campsites, usually sitting in the corner, not doing the net, but this time I'm here. So I'd like to thank each and every one of you for checking in tonight's net. Hope you guys had as much fun out there checking in as I did doing it here. And catch you guys same bat time, same bat channel next Sunday night. At this time, I'd like to go ahead and release the frequencies back to normal undirected amateur use. Good night, everyone. 7 3s. And I look forward to talking to you all next week. And that is a net for tonight anyways. So, all right, my setup here, fairly simple.
Well, thank you for doing that, Ryan, as usual. I noticed you're rocking what looks like a signal stick there, which, you know, my personal antenna choice. And I've decided from now on, I am definitely calling Big Ben Little Men. Thank you for that. Camp 6, okay.
Alrighty, well actually it's a Radioddity RD371 to go with my tri-band radio, 2 meter 440 and 220. But yeah, works pretty well, and good luck on Little Ben. Have a good one, Carl. KM6, I'm okay, from K1 BLU. Okay, let's see, I've got my mouse here, radio.
73, sir, and I'm actually gearing up to do lots of traveling, so you'll probably see me at the next camp out. I will be clear. Camp 6, okay.
Roger that. I look forward to it. Have safe travels. K1 BLU. I use a Stream Deck to help things when people say answer A, it's answer A, answer B, answer B, answer C, answer C, and it will automatically put it on my spreadsheet as such. These help shortcuts. This is Control S, 1 button save, so that I save things. If nobody answers, I skip and go to the next person. This gives me my CPU usage so that I don't overtax it, and Control F to find all shortcuts within using the system. Normally this is open on chat, but I've got this running YouTube Studio so I can see what's going on. Here is just a text file with my questions going down. Here is my spreadsheet as I'm putting things in and checking them off. And here is the hub monitor so that I can see who's keying up where and get that into my system. So, little setup, laptop with an extra monitor, spare battery if needed for the radio, tea, coffee, water, or other beverage for the night. And that's pretty much it for the setup. At home, I do have a headset and like a mobile radio. That's a lot easier than an HT, but when I'm out places, the HT works. And yeah, it's just me in here, nobody else from WinSystem, so I can't have anybody else say hello. But that being said, and it's not going to fall off the table, is it? No. I thank you guys for tuning in to YouTube. And again, send me an email if this was fun, entertaining, or worth it. And maybe I'll see about doing it from home more often. At home, I won't have to take my cell phone and put it on a selfie stick. I can use a webcam and you can see me directly. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. And 7-3s. See you all next time from the WinSystem 2026 Campout. I look forward to seeing people in person. Hank and Judy were here. Had dinner with them. I don't know why they didn't check in, but they're staying a couple doors up. So yeah, have a good night, everyone. Thank you. And we'll go ahead and end this stream on hopefully a happy note. Now I get to drive home tomorrow. Remember, I'm not arguing. I'm just explaining why I'm right. Most of the time anyways.